You're going to experience some in-game commentary over some in-game commentary. See that orange tape line over there? That represents the right side of a field. We're in a very large field. It's called the Black and Blue Field at Paintball Action Games in Newark, Delaware. I've got 3 players with me. The 2 that you see, I'm trying to give them direction to push them up to about another player's 50 feet ahead of us. So if there's obviously a man on point, we're safe up to that point. But we got to watch our left hip. So I'm going to mark this tree here. I'm telling this player to play off this tree. I'm going to shoot it and tell him to play off that tree so he can watch our left hip as the other player kind of moves upfield to make way to the player that we need to get to. And I'm going to actually stop here and do a little in-game video and break away and then try to catch up with them. Stick around to the end of this video. You're going to find something cool happens.
Tree standing. Why do I do it? I'll put my leg up on a tree. And what it does for me, it gives me that stability to rock out from either side. Okay, over here. So anybody who wants to condemn this, you can do so, but you'll end up using it one day if you're a woods ball player. Remember, the thing about the woods, it's an extremely forgiving environment. It's not the high-speed, high-paced game environment of speedball. So out here, putting your leg up on a tree and rocking out is just part of that game of patience. You'll notice that right now, I'm kind of in a semi-prepared position just by putting my elbow out, my gun out. If I were to see somebody, don't have that far to bring it up. For me, it's just a very comfortable position. It keeps me locked in. When I'm down on my knees, I'm locked in. People use that almost like it'd be a human tripod. The same principle applies when you're up on a tree and you're tree standing. More importantly, by tree standing, it locks me to the tree. It doesn't allow me to slowly drift over and expose my body outside of the tree. If my leg is on the tree, I'm behind the tree, okay? So I can do it from either side, or I can just use one foot and rock back and forth, switching hands. And that's tree standing.
Guys, I have a full video on this subject if you'd like to watch one on tree standing. So if you're subscribing to my channel, check my playlist to look for that.
I've kind of done myself a disservice in this game by shooting that little video within the video because I lost my line of sight. I do not know who's in front of me. I don't know what's going on in the game.
Guys, we've moved so far up the right side that we've now passed some of the opposition, and now we're beyond them, and I'm about to use my instinct here to not get shot by one of them who's now behind me.
But I do want to watch the interior. Yeah, from that left hip there is where my liability is now, because he's obviously got my front. I'm listening for paint, hoping that nobody is sitting there just waiting to snipe. If so, then I'd be walking into a shot. Like that.
Alright guys, so what I did was I put myself in a position to survive a battle that I didn't know I was walking into. And now that I'm in it, I've got a player on the opposite team behind our line, and I take it upon myself to go after him. When he turns and runs, for whatever reason, I do not fall for a false retreat. I shadow walk after him, and I do get him quite quickly.
Now I'm going to go get him. The worst thing he could have done to me.
So what's the moral of the story here? The moral is that you always practice your fundamentals no matter what. Whether you're walking upfield for the first time or you've lost your line of sight and you're re-entering the field of play. Whatever it is, you just can't assume anything. You use your fundamentals at all times. That's usually when you get out in paintball. It's not because you're trading paint with somebody and you've ended in this glorious firefight. As much as we like to see that happen a lot, it doesn't happen as much as we want to. What usually happens is somebody gets a free shot at us that we gave them. And this is a classic example of, how to play paintball without giving people the free shots they don't deserve. So there's your little lesson. I hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you on the paintball field, guys.
There we go. That was funny. Thank you, Tyler.
It's too much for any man.